Good morning, everyone. It's 19th April 2017. Welcome to another episode of ProAMT Traders Digest. Disclaimer: trading in stocks derivatives involves substantial risk of loss and not suitable for all investors. Past or simulated performance is not a guarantee of future results. All systems, indicators, strategies shown here are for education purpose only. All levels discussed here are for understanding the study and not a recommendation to trade. Please consult your personal financial advisor before making any investment or trade decision based on anything that is discussed here. We will not be responsible for any resulting profits or losses. So let's have a look at the Nifty market profile chart. A weird day which opened within the range and directly started pushing higher. The open was right at the previous week low and also at the HVN, just above the HVN. So from there, ramped up higher into the point of control of 13th April. From there, it again surpassed that, went above the pullback high of 13th April. But as we had seen that, instead of that, the high of 12th was looking quite nice, like a pullback high, because there was a auction failure, a huge auction failure on the downside, started rallying up and then settled down. So when the auction is down, need a significant pullback to term it as a pullback high. Now, post B period, so after such a huge initial balance range, we have C and D period inside bar. E period tries to break down, not able to break down. F period again tries to break out, not able to break out. And finally, we get a breakdown. I was expecting that initially it goes into 221, there it decides and then comes and repairs this entire spike. But it gave more than that. So what I was expecting when this was done, I was expecting that it balances here for all the periods. So L and M balance here itself, but L gave a breakdown and finally stretched into the lows. The close is at the extreme. So in the entire rally from 7,900 levels, this is the first time we have such a wide range down bar. Now let's have a look at the 3-minute charts. So here we see a wide range bar breakout, consolidation. So stays within. Again another breakout. Now that's a neat and clean spike. Tries to go above, but instantly the volume drops. There is supply, no supply. So when it's coming down, there's no supply coming in. Now that means it has retraced back almost 50% of this spike, and like we were discussing yesterday during the markets, that this is where we need to decide that, is it trying to come down, check the supply and then ramp up, or it's going to test the supply higher again and then create no demand and fall down. So I was expecting it to go to 39. It went 39.20 and then started falling down. So here, any MA systems or anything would trigger a breakdown, because what happens is when you have such a sideways move and then from there you have a trending move down, every system, every other indicator would work here. So we come back down into the VH of previous day, which is again a bad sign. So it balances there and then finally pushes through that entire value area and then pushes lower. So we have a nice balance also here. This is the pullback high, which is 9149.50. So that becomes a nice reference because it's just above the lows of previous day, and gave like created nice volume and a no demand bar just below before that. So quite strong reference to lean on. Now on the 15 minute, we had no demand here, and then we have no supply, again no supply. Break of that cluster would obviously create a nice move. Now these buyers who ramped up these prices, they started like giving up. Slowly it was long liquidation, and then again till here it looks like all long liquidation, and finally breaks down. So overall, when we saw the FII data, it points to long liquidation and addition of puts. Now, again, they love these fib levels because it has come into the 161.8 retracement of previous day and halted there. And on the upside, it halted at the 261.8. So they love these mechanical levels. So if serious money is there in selling side, today we require a follow up on the sell side. Otherwise, we'll have a rotational day repairing this structure. Also, the projected low is 9076. So if we have a follow up selling, then we can go towards that. Otherwise, the chances of the projected high in this week still stay open. Now let's have a look at the Renko. Opening swing breakout, a clean impulse pullback creates a zipper, again impulse goes into a zipper. Break of this zipper is as it is a sell, so breaks that zipper, goes back to test that, creates a zipper, and again a breakdown from that. Impulse pullback, impulse pullback, impulse. So chances that it will stop after third impulse, but now this has actually turned out to be a bigger impulse. So impulse, impulse, a nice sideways move and a pullback, again impulse, pullback, impulse, pullback, impulse. So this turned into a 3 point impulse. And since all these days we were expecting on the lower side to break and go into the 33, that is done. And next we are expecting 112, 115 zone, that is still like it's just above that. The lows are just above that. Now after such a move, generally we would get a balance, but specifically due to the first move down and the long term trend being up, this might result to be a shakeout if we do not get a follow up move today. So let's have a look what we can expect for today. So this is a nice reference. Then this is a nice reference, and it's also the day mid, and also the SAR level is there. So expecting open somewhere either inside this or just like below this. So if it tries to push into the range, then go here, fail above this, and continue its move down into the 9098, and then push lower below 9098. If it's getting buyers here, then from here try to push higher into the range and then consolidate here itself. Any push above this and acceptance above this into this low volume area would make it rotate into the 9190 and this zone. In case it pushes through this 9185 and 9190 zone, then expect it to push through this time again. Wish that it doesn't halt here, because there is a strong overhead supply into that 45 and 55 zone. So push through that and then maybe go towards new highs. But as per the data and the first formation of a outside bar, and that too with a huge range negative bar, looks like it's going to head lower. Now let's have a look at Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty also, we had the same thing, open inside the range, check lower and then ramp up, go above the initial balance. So extreme range extension creates a short covering move and pushes out of this congestion zone, this 2 bar balance. This was inside bar. So pushes above the 2 bar balance, fails. The likelihood is to come and test back the previous week high and maybe the previous day's high. So it creates a nice long liquidation move, a break from that, and we might expect another long liquidation to shape up here, or might extend further into the 21600 zone. Now at the all-time highs, Bank Nifty hit the all-time high, continuously kept on hitting in the morning and till almost noon. So at the all-time highs, it's like quite a tricky situation to guess what it might do on the upside. Now let's have a look at the 3 minute. So on the 3 minutes, we have a wide range bar, then a channeled move, goes sideways, and then slowly breaks down from there, comes into the VWAP and initiative selling from there, goes sideways again. So here you can like mark a triangle as well. So multiple references at play. So this is a nice balance, and that too a triangular balance, and then a breakdown from that, and finally goes into the previous day's uh, a point of control and creates a lower balance and settles just off the lows. On the 15 minute, let's see. So we have this uh, fountain kind of effect, spouting off out of a nozzle, and the water is falling. So like a waterfall. So we had no demand, no supply cluster here, fails above that, creates no demand again, breaks down that cluster, comes and again creates a no demand, no supply cluster. These are very nice references to lean on for trades, and finally comes and breaks down into the volume point of control also of yesterday. Now let's have a look of what we can expect for today, and also see how the rotations shaped up. So again, a quite clean move, impulse, pullback, impulse, goes into a zipper, then again starts a fresh impulse, goes into a zipper. So here it got messy into this zone, but from there impulse pullback, not able to go into this zipper, and then breakdown, impulse pullback, impulse pullback, impulse. So goes sideways. This W was happening, so like scares us that it will go, but is not able to go above this, and then breaks down in a awkward move. This is not a clean impulse, but finally like breaks down and settles into the lower quadrant. Now the volume at the highs has not dropped, so there is no gradation. So but we know that if we look at volume in the terms that it should be a clean gradient at the bottoms and tops, that generally doesn't happen with Nifty and Bank Nifty, so cannot give much importance to that formation. Now let's see what we can expect for today. Just draw the likely scenarios. So this is a clean reference, this is a reference, and we have this as a reference. So either open into this or open lower and push lower. If in case it finds buyers and pushes into the range, then I'm expecting it to go into this LVN and check for any supply there. If it's able to defend that supply, if it's able to push through that supply, then push higher, come back, and then go into this HVN. So there is a reference here as well as HVN 21858. So go into that, and then again, if there is not enough supply, then go into this zone and start rotating into that zone. Now, in case from anywhere here it rejects and pushes back below the range, then expecting it to push through this, go to the 600 zone, and then decide where it wants to go. So I think that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch up during the day. Have a profitable trading day ahead.